Hey gang, this model is actually useful for both the respiratory and digestive system on your next quiz. So let's kind of go over both things as we go along. So if you look at it from the side, you can see I'm going to pick its nose, our external nares leading into our nasal cavity, where you can see our nasal conchae with their associated with meatuses. This leads back into our nasopharynx. Here we can see our oral cavity. This actually shows you some pretty good shots of our salivary glands. So this would be the submandibular salivary gland here and the sublingual salivary gland here, sub-under lingual tongue. On the other side, we move it around, we can see our parotid salivary gland. So this is a good model to check over for the positions of the salivary glands. As we head further down, of course, we can see our thyroid cartilage with our larynx and things like that. We can see our lungs with our heart in between and the mediastinum with our cardiac notch. Let's focus a little bit more on the digestive system though. Here, we can see our liver with our two lobes separated by the falciform ligament. Here we see the gallbladder, the stomach, and this kind of apron of adipose tissue that kind of hangs down the anterior edge of the stomach itself. This would be the greater omentum. We're going to talk about the lesser omentum in one of the diagrams because we don't have any models that really show it very well. You can also see portions of the colon here from our cecum up to our ascending colon, our transverse colon. If we go over here, we can see a little bit of the descending colon heading into our sigmoid colon. Of course, we can see our small intestines. Other things to point out on the colon itself, on the transverse colon, you can see the tenia coli, those ridges of smooth muscle, and then the haustra, those pouch-like portions of the large intestine itself. So that, friends, is our torso model, which, as I said, is pretty decent for both our respiratory and digestive systems.